How's it going, guys, and welcome to a very sad sight. So this is the dealership. At least it used to be. Very sad indeed. Beautiful snowy morning. But yeah, not too much that's beautiful about this site anymore anyway. So yeah, it's been an interesting few weeks. Very interesting. And yeah, Zach, of course, as always, came through and he was a big help. So he helped me sort of, well, move the sheds. And yeah, we had to get rid of a few things. We also sold a few things. Just tiny little bits and pieces here and there, nothing major. Things like the tow bar. Got that sold. I don't think we're going to be using any of that anymore, and our little pressure washer down at the farmyard, we got that sold because we moved the big one that we had here. We broke the concrete pad up, and yeah, we took sort of the drain covers and stuff like that, and yeah, we put everything down at the farmyard. So yeah, we've got a nice wash bay down there now. We actually did a massive amount of work down there, so, and a little bit of work over at the sheep as well. So we'll probably head over to the sheep first and sort of have a quick look at what was going on there. But yeah, massive amount of work that went in here lately, and Zach was a big help. So yeah, very appreciative of that. Let's get this this closed. So this site over here, I don't really know what we're gonna do with it, to be honest. I'm still thinking about it. It's a good site and we can use it for farming purposes. Just at the moment we can't have any structures on it, and we can't use it for any other sort of business ventures. But yeah, I did find out if we could keep the sheds there and just apply for the necessary permits, and apparently we can't. We had to take them down, apply for the permits, and then, if approved, we can put them back up again. But I was told that the permits take about 12 months minimum. So, yeah, that is not good. Not good at all. Anyway, so over here, obviously, we did a bit of work. We put a little fence in here, which is working pretty well. It'll make it so much easier to come through here rather than going that route. Again, we sort of kept that gate in there and the fence because we might use that little area down there for some storage or something like that, maybe a little shed. But this will just make it easier to get in and out here with some of the bigger pieces of equipment. And, well, a bale trailer for that matter, because the last time around we had to cart them in from outside, which wasn't fun. But yeah, so we have the roller over here and the rock picker, and we can probably put a few more bits and pieces in here, but not really necessary at the moment. Yeah, the sheep are doing well. While we're here, I just want to see how they're doing on water. They should be fine. Yeah, seems like they're doing good. Yeah, so not a huge amount that changed here other than that little gate there, which is going to be quite handy moving forward, at least, especially with the bales. Probably if we're going to be selling some sheep, then we'll yeah, use that quite a bit as well. But yeah, so that was the first bit of work that's been going on over the last few weeks, and I don't know if it's going to keep snowing today. It kind of looks like it's going to hang around for a little bit, but yeah, kind of nice. It hasn't been the sort of snow that's been sticking. We haven't had any heavy snow just yet. No snow blowing or anything going on just yet. But yeah, anyway, over at the farmyard here, we have had a lot of changes. Look at that. So a huge amount of work that has gone in here over the last few weeks. So yeah, all of the sheds have moved over here. Obviously, the yard is quite a bit bigger now. And yeah, we put up a little fence. So the fence kind of starts here. It's just sort of a containment fence, but it's not no real purpose other than just sort of, yeah, bordering the yard, I guess. And we have got a little gate here, so if we want to come out this side, we can. Obviously, the bees are down here, and they are fairly chill at the moment. It's nice and cool, so yeah, they're not really out and about at the moment. But yeah, so we've got a little gate over here. And then, of course, the sheds. We have a new concrete pad in here, where we can clean the equipment, the old pressure washer we've got over here. And then this is our work bay, same as what we had down there. So we'll keep using that as a little work bay. And then we have the big sheds over here. And yeah, we've got the equipment. And that'll be for sale online for the time being anyway. But you will notice that the Massey is not there. And that is because it's over there. I kind of think that we might keep it. I thought we'll keep it over here and we'll sort of use it on the farm and see if we really need it. If we don't, we'll sell it. But if it is actually handy, then we'll keep it. But yeah, I don't think we'll be buying any more equipment with the purpose of selling anytime soon. We might still, if we see a good deal here and there, we might pick them up and see if we can flip them. But yeah, that's kind of gonna go on the back burner for the time being anyway. Yeah, so this is our new entrance, which works really well. Then we've got a load of equipment out of that shed into here, and of course over at the sheep. And then we have the mower over there, and the combine with the header just behind it, and then the two tractors, the front loader tools, and yeah, just a spreader. The diesel tank has moved over here, kind of a nice spot for it. This little pressure washer, I just put it online and sold it. I think we got about $200 for it, something like that. And yeah, so that's gone. We really don't need it, so no point in keeping it around. I wanted to take it up to the forest, but no electricity up there, and that needs electricity to run. But anyway, so here we have got another little gate. So if we do want to come through here, we can. This obviously used to be the old entrance, but I wanted to sort of close it off. But if we need to, like, there should be enough room in here to turn around with a trailer if we want to use, of course, the silo over here. But yeah, we can use this little gate here if needs be. The John Deere, the broken one, is just sitting over here because I don't really know what to do with it. I might actually put that up for sale really, really cheaply, or I might actually take it up to the forest and put it on display somewhere out there. Yeah, so that is basically the new setup. And I mean, I haven't really done much in terms of farm work or anything like that, but I think it's gonna work really, really well for us. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it. I think it's gonna be a bit more efficient and easier than what it used to be. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we'll head up to the forest and we'll sort of have a quick walk around, see what we want to do up there, and then we can also get into a bit more detail of what's been going on the council front, because I have found out a bit of information which is, well, really not good for us. But yeah, anyway, let's head up there and we'll see what's happening. Alright, so we are up at the forest and we're gonna have a quick walk up and see what we can do here today, because there's definitely not going to be much going on the farm itself, and I want to use this time to yeah, do a bit of work up here and try and make a bit more money. So yeah, we're almost sort of through this first sort of plot up here, which is good. So we're gonna try and, well, probably not work through all of it today, but maybe about half of it, I would say. And then when we're sort of done over here, we'll probably, yeah, start clearing out on that side, and then we'll sort of move down from here. But yeah, the trees, obviously not much happening with them at the moment. It's not exactly growing season. Yeah, but they're still doing well. It looks like all of them are still fairly healthy, and I'm quite happy. Just been keeping an eye on them, but really not much that I can do. But yeah, so with regards to the council, I obviously, when the whole dealership incident happened, I phoned Jimmy and asked him, you know, what he thinks. He said that he has a friend in the local council, and he'll give him a ring and see what he says. So eventually, the guy got in contact with me, and he said to me that the guys that were over at the dealership are very high up, and they're very powerful people. He also informed me that they are very close friends with none other than Clifford. So, my opinion, and his opinion, is that Clifford is behind this. He also informed me that the permits that I need, and when I say need, I'm kind of putting that in inverted brackets because need is a strong word. According to him, we don't need anything. They're not permanent structures. We don't need that. But he said that I need to be very, very careful because I'm dealing with dangerous people here. So I don't really know how to sort of deal with this situation, to be honest, because he also said that in certain situations permits are required. But he said usually it will only take a few weeks anyway. So the whole 12-month thing, yeah, that's that looks like a stalling tactic. So I think, well, I think at this point it's quite obvious that Clifford is not happy about me not wanting to sell out, and now he is using his money and his contacts to make life difficult for us. And I mean, he's winning because life is difficult at the moment. I just don't know how far this will go. Like, the dealership isn't really a big income for us. So yes, it's inconvenient, but it's not the end of the world. I just don't know how far he's willing to go. And yeah, I've just been warned that I need to basically watch my back and be careful. So that was, yeah, not exactly what I wanted to hear, but it is good to know. Like I say, I don't know how to deal with this situation, because I could lawyer up and try and fight this thing, but yeah, I mean, it could get very, very, very messy, and I don't know. I don't know if I want to poke that hornet's nest, or do I just sort of play it safe for the moment, sort of do what they say and see if Clifford maybe eventually gets bored and sort of lets the whole thing go. I don't know. I really don't. This is, yeah, this is a tough situation. This is a really, really, really tough situation, because the thing is as well, even if I lawyer up, Clifford has got a lot of money. We don't. And it sounds to me like in this situation, money is going to win. So I'm just going to try and focus on what we have here at the moment, not worry about the dealership too much. And yeah, just sort of work on what we have here, and that's exactly what we're going to get into right now. We're going to get some of those trees down. We'll hopefully, well, we'll try and get about maybe just one load sold today. And yeah, put a bit of money back into our pocket. We've obviously paid off that initial $100,000 loan, which is fantastic. Takes the pressure off a little bit. We have, of course, spent a little bit of money. Not a huge amount. I think all in all, with the move, everything cost us about $5,000, somewhere around there. Obviously, had a bit of concrete done, and yeah, just yeah, had to get a bit of help in here and there. And obviously that cost a bit of money, but luckily not a huge amount. Yeah, we'll we'll try and get a bit of money back into the bank account today. We've of course still got $300,000 outstanding in the loan for the logging company here, but yeah, we'll get this guy running. It's obviously really cold, so I'm gonna let it idle for a little bit before we get going. Should probably get the map going as well. Hopefully this starts okay. On the button. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna let them run for a little while before we get going here, because yeah, it's yeah, pretty cold. I hope that the snow sort of moves on. I wouldn't like to have this all day, but yeah, it kind of makes it a little bit easier when the ground's frozen to sort of work, especially with the logging and that. But yeah, it can also make visibility a little bit tricky when it's snowing all the time. But anyway, we are going to get a bit of work done here today, and yeah, hopefully get at least one load in. So we are going to get the drone out and jump into a real quick time lapse. And yeah, well, we won't get the drone out for a little bit. We'll get the drone out maybe for loading. And yeah, we'll see. Anyway, actually, you know what? I don't think the drone is going to fly in this. The snow's fairly heavy. I don't think the drone's going to make it. Okay, scratch the drone. We'll just get the GoPro out, and yeah, we'll get a bit of work done. So yeah, for now, we are going to jump into it. So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Well, I saw you setting the mood like a light in the smoky room, dancing to the blues like a disco groove, catching every eye. When I saw you looking at me with a smile like you wanted me, saying, boy, come on, will our break be gone? I just had to try. You just move, baby, move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? Got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby, take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby, the way you move is moving me. What could I do? Follow along with your hips, feet, heartbeat, song, the flow and dress in your hair. Girl, it ain't fair, whatever you do, just don't stop. You just move, baby, move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? You got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby, take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby, the way you move is moving me. Just move, baby, move any way you need. How do you do it, darling? You got me on my knees, on my feet. You can take me to the left, baby, take me to the right. You can take me for the rest of my life. Just move, baby, the way you move is moving me. Yeah. The way you move is moving me.
Alright, well, that is job done. Unfortunately, the snow hasn't cleared up yet. In fact, I think it kind of got a little bit worse. Problem is, it has, by the looks of it, gotten a little bit warmer, because I started to really struggle out there. At first, the ground was nice and frozen. It was pretty easy going, but yeah, the snow started to melt and it got very, very slushy, and yeah, it was a little bit tough going out there, but we got it done in the end. And I actually did, after loading the first batch, I ended up taking out the rest of the trees in that area just off camera. And yeah, we have got a very, very big load over here. I think we may be a little bit overloaded here because the Mac is struggling, and it's the first time that I've actually had it struggle when loaded. So yeah, I'm trying to be a little bit careful here at the moment. I did also unfortunately wipe out a signboard, and this was with the Komatsu, but yeah, obviously that thing is, well, basically solid metal, but I actually clipped it with the bit, the sort of cutting bit. But yeah, the signboard, unfortunately, well, yeah, didn't fare too well. The machine, however, on the other side is perfectly fine. Didn't even notice it, but yeah, the signboard, the pole just basically broke off, so I'll get it put back, and maybe just yeah, maybe put a little support or something in there just to make sure it doesn't fall over again. But yeah, other than that, it all went pretty well, and I'm hoping we're gonna get a decent payday here today, because I'm kind of thinking about maybe putting in a small like a standalone solar system at the forest, just something that we can run a pressure washer off of. And I don't know, maybe we'll even link it up. Maybe not have it a full standalone system like a off the grid system. Maybe we'll actually try and link it up with the grid. Maybe we can put a bit of electricity back into the grid, and we might actually make a bit of money out of it. I mean, it probably won't be much if we can do that, but yeah, we'll look into it and see how much it'll cost to get a connection done. But yeah, I don't know. I still have to find out how much a little system would actually cost anyway, but it's something I'm kind of thinking of. Thing is, we're not going to use it much, so maybe it is worth connecting it to the grid and sort of putting electricity back in, making a bit of money out of it, because for the most part it's just going to sit around. We're literally only going to run a pressure washer off of it every once in a while. Anyway, there we go. That is a massive load. So I'm going to get the guys to unload here, and yeah, hopefully we do pretty well here today, because yeah, it'd be nice to recoup some of the money that we spent having to do the move and everything. And yeah, it would be nice to have a bit of money to maybe look into a small solar system or something like that. But yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find one of the guys. They never seem to be around, but they're usually in the workshop there, busy working. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find one of them and get this all unloaded. We'll get the truck put away, and I'll catch you guys back at the farm. Alright, well, that is job done. It took a little while to unload, but it's all good, and we did very, very well. That was indeed a huge load of logs there. So we ended up getting a smidge over $23,500, which is amazing. We're sitting on $31,000 at the moment, so that's fantastic. We definitely made back a bit of the money. Well, we made back all of the money and quite a bit more on what it cost to do this whole move over here. But yeah, I think the farm looks good. It would be interesting to see what you guys think about it. I mean, we're a bit limited in what we could do here, and I don't want to take away too much of the grass field, because obviously that's taking sort of money out of our pockets. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I always wanted to extend the farmyard, but I don't want to get rid of the dealership to do that. But anyway, it is what it is. We'll sort of keep the equipment that we do have at the moment for sale online. We'll probably keep the Massey there for now. See whether we actually have a use for it or not on the farm. But yeah, I think when these ones go, we probably won't be buying any more major equipment in for a little bit anyway, until we can sort of figure out a solution for this problem. But if we were ever to rebuild the dealership, which I really hope we do, we'll probably do something a little bit different there. This will probably be a permanent feature on the farmyard here from now on. But yeah, so we are going to leave it there for today, guys. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you all next time.